real life. And what I discovered is that, wow, we really don't have any concept of how powerful we are and how we can shape the world. And therefore, we're not having this kind of discussion and really understanding, if we have all this power to shape the world, what are we shaping it for? And we got to a question in our project, which seems really audacious, which is, now that we can do anything, what will we do? And it seems like a kind of rhetorical question, but it's practically true. We've taken diseases off the face of the planet. We've reshaped the landscape. We've recovered ecologies that we've destroyed. We've built a global system that produces equity and distributes wealth at a rate that has never been seen in human history. All of that by design. We're designing those outcomes. So as I said, we started the Institute Without Boundaries. This was the kind of small group of students. We did this exhibition, and it opened in Vancouver. And it was a really amazing experience because we did 20 person years of research to discover, whether or not we were actually doing these things that we imagined. We found a beautiful quotation by Arnold Toynbee. And Toynbee says, he's a historian who wrote a 20-volume history of the world. He says, in the long sweep of history, the 20th century won't be remembered either for technology and innovation or violence and conflict. And this was in 1957. So he would have seen the worst killing in human history, 70 million people dead. And he said, no, the big idea is not that. The big idea of our time is that we dare to imagine the welfare of the entire human race as a practical objective. That we actually began to see the world and our global population as a design project. When he says practical objective, that's design. So we realized, wow, this is, when I read that, I thought, wow, this is the biggest idea I've ever heard. And I think that's what I'm doing. I'm committed to that. Almost everyone I know who's a designer, they might not say it that way, but that's what they're doing. They're committed to making the world a better place. I've never met a designer or a business person who wakes up in the morning and says, our idea is to do things a little worse. No, we're committed to a better world, and we're an advocate for the citizen. That's why the voice of design has become so important in our culture.